The last piece on bad broker behavior is what we're going to talk about is misrepresentation of access, when brokers actually misrepresent access. And having worked with many clients, we hear what brokers say quite often. We also hear from clients what they've been told by brokers. And some of it is actually funny. I mean, we've heard some brokers represent that they have more premium with a particular insurance company than any broker in the United States. And you know, we know the broker and we know the insurance company, and we just know it's flat not true. But it's kind of amazing how often brokers try to misrepresent their relationship or their access. One of the things that we've found repeatedly, in fact it's become a joke with clients, is how often they get phone calls from brokers saying they have a special program. That's a really, in the insurance world, that's really a loose term to begin with, but it's apparently a very common tactic by brokers trying to get in. And so they might represent that, you know, we're the only broker that has access to this particular insurance company for this particular type of industry, and or we're one of only a couple of brokers. And so often what it turns out to be is that they don't have any real special relationship compared to what other brokers have. It's just a tool that sometimes gets clients to answer the phone and perhaps even set up a meeting. At times, brokers represent that they have an exclusive program. All brokerage firms fight for a program with an insurance company where they are the only agency that has this program. And there are such programs out there. Brokers fight very hard to try to put them together or to try to convince an insurance company to allow them to be the only access point for clients to get quotes from this program. But it's often a misrepresentation when a broker says we have an exclusive program. When we hear brokers say that, we routinely challenge them and say, does that mean you're the only agency with this program? And typically they backtrack and say, well, no, but we're only one of 10 agencies in a 20-mile radius or something like that. Often brokers misrepresent their expertise to clients. We've heard a lot of these stories about their years specializing in a particular industry when we know it's just not true. One of the arguments that it's kind of funny that we hear made at times is that brokers will say to a client, you need to allow me to approach this particular insurance company because our brokerage firm has the lowest loss ratios with this insurance company, so I can negotiate the best premiums. And we always wonder, well, if loss ratios are a function of premium versus losses, then if you have high premiums, you're going to have a lower loss ratio. So it seems counterintuitive that low loss ratios would convince me you can negotiate a lower premium. It seems like maybe the opposite is happening. But that's another thing that we've heard at times, or that clients have heard and relayed to us. And I guess I would end it by simply saying that the most important thing is to remember is that relationships are more important than access. Brokers a lot of times talk about access, but the relationships are more important. We've had clients sometimes talk to underwriters to verify that what was being said was true, and that in fact there was a strong positive relationship between the broker and the underwriter.